Get ready for liftoff because Elon Musk just unveiled his revolutionary spacecraft, Starship. This reusable rocket is about to blast off into orbit and take us one huge leap closer to colonizing Mars. But here's the thing, even if we conquer space travel, our toughest challenge might not be aliens or asteroids, but our own bodies. Think about it, when astronauts finally land on the red planet, what will stop them from taking that first step outside their spacecraft and onto Martian soil? The answer lies in a battle we've been waging since space exploration began. The struggle to keep humans safe in extreme environments. Imagine embarking on a mission to Mars, the ultimate adventure. But little do you know, the moment you leave Earth's atmosphere, space becomes your toughest opponent. Jertar, Leonard Bones McCoy from Star Trek nailed it when he called space a disease and danger wrapped in darkness and silence. The harsh change in conditions is like flipping your life upside down. Space travelers will face a wave of symptoms, pounding headaches, disorienting dizziness, and queasy nausea. But hold on to your spacesuit, because once our bodies adjust, most of these symptoms disappear. That's when the real challenge begins. Long-duration space travel takes its toll. Prolonged exposure to weightlessness, radiation, and isolation can wreak havoc on astronauts' health. The longer they're in space, the higher the risk of developing serious problems that could jeopardize their journey and even their lives. Get ready for a journey to Mars, but buckle up, because despite reaching the red planet in under a year according to Elon Musk's plans, the real challenge lies in surviving the grueling space travel. Prolonged weightlessness can lead to some pretty scary consequences for our bodies. Take astronauts who've spent time on the International Space Station. When researchers examined 11 of them after a 50-day stay, they found that 6 had developed blood clots during their time in space. And this isn't just a minor issue. Most of these blood clots occurred deep within major veins, like the internal jugular vein. This crucial vessel is responsible for carrying deoxygenated blood away from our brain, making it a potentially life-threatening problem if left unchecked. As we push further into space and longer duration missions become a reality, understanding and addressing these risks will be key to ensuring the health of our future astronauts. As we venture further into space, scientists are left scratching their heads about what long-term weightlessness could mean for our bodies. But one thing's for sure, it doesn't look good. It's like trying to stand on your head for an extended period. Things will take a drastic turn for the worse. And it's not just our circulatory system that'll be affected. Our brains are also in the firing line. Researchers at the Medical University of South Carolina took a closer look at 18 astronauts who spent 6 months or more on the ISS, analyzing their brain scans, and what they found is quite alarming. Prolonged exposure to zero gravity actually causes the brain to get pushed against the skull. This can lead to some serious changes in the way our brains are structured. The folds and grooves on the surface of the cortex start to narrow. It's a mind-bending consequence of space travel, and one that scientists are still trying to fully understand. But there's more. Our brains are taking a double hit in space. Besides being pushed against the skull, they're also getting squeezed by an excess of cerebrospinal fluid. This extra liquid is literally forcing its way into the brain, reducing the precious space between different regions and causing a spike in intracranial pressure. The results are no joke: optic nerve tumors, vision loss, and even the narrowing of the central groove that separates vital parts of our brain. These areas control how we move our bodies, help us navigate the world around us, handle complex tasks, and interact with others. When they're compromised, everyday life becomes a struggle. Recognizing objects becomes a challenge. Important commands get lost in translation, and social cues start to slip away. It's a harsh reality that astronauts may face on long-duration space missions, and one that scientists are racing to understand and counter. Now, let's talk about another major threat lurking in space: the silent assassin of weightlessness on our bodies. Prolonged exposure to zero gravity is wreaking havoc on our musculoskeletal system, and it's happening faster than you'd think. We're talking a whopping 1–2% loss of bone tissue each month, with legs and back bearing the brunt of the damage. It's like your body's framework is literally falling apart. Bones start to crack and disintegrate from the inside out, and when those broken down bones release their stored calcium into the bloodstream, it can trigger a cascade of serious problems: kidney stones, stomach ulcers, and even life-threatening heart diseases. The effects are devastating. and researchers are racing against time to find solutions that will keep our astronauts strong and healthy on their cosmic journeys. But wait, there's more. You thought weightlessness was just about breaking down bones. Think again. Research from the University of California has revealed another dark side: zero gravity can actually poke holes in your body's defenses. It's all about the gut, that superhero lining the intestines, keeping viruses and bacteria at bay. But in space, this protective barrier starts to leak, and we're not just talking about a tiny crack here. We're talking about a full-blown case of leaky gut syndrome where toxins flood into your system, triggering chronic inflammation, type 1 diabetes, and even liver disease. And if that's not enough, prolonged exposure to zero gravity also gives the immune system the cold shoulder. It starts to malfunction, leaving astronauts vulnerable to a host of illnesses. But don't worry, you can't catch an infection in outer space. Or can you? But here's the thing, when your immune system goes haywire, it doesn't just leave you open to infections, it can also turn on you. Your body starts seeing its own cells as foreign invaders, triggering an autoimmune reaction that can wreak havoc on your health. And we're not done with the space hazards yet. Radiation is another major concern for deep space travelers like those bound for Mars. Unlike Earth, our red neighbor doesn't have a protective magnetic field to shield it from cosmic radiation and solar wind. In fact, NASA's Mars Odyssey probe found that Mars is exposed to an astonishing 2.5 times more background radiation than the International Space Station. Prolonged exposure to such extreme levels can lead to acute radiation sickness, genetic mutations, and even be fatal. No spacesuit or thin walls will keep you safe from this silent killer in space. You might have heard the latest buzz. Some top scientists claim that cosmic radiation isn't linked to major health risks like heart disease or cancer. They came to this conclusion after a thorough analysis of data from over 400 space travelers. But here's the catch. They were only looking at short-term exposure in Earth's orbit, not long-distance trips through deep space. Now, when it comes to venturing further out, experts agree that radiation will become a serious concern. In fact, they're pretty sure that traveling to another planet will significantly increase your chances of developing cancer and heart problems. To make matters worse, astronauts can also expect bone marrow damage, cataracts, and other genetic mutations. The effects of prolonged exposure in space are still largely unknown territory. Let's get straight to it. Traveling to Mars isn't just a walk in the park. The harsh realities of space travel and life on the red planet can take a serious toll on our bodies. It's predicted that future Martian settlers might struggle to cope with the challenges ahead, which means we need some game-changing solutions ASAP. Fortunately, scientists are hard at work developing cutting-edge tools to help us prepare for this intergalactic adventure. For example, Russia's Vega simulator is basically a weightlessness training camp, while NASA's special diet promises to keep our eyes, hearts, and guts in top shape. But wait, there's more. Researchers have some truly mind-blowing ideas up their sleeves. In Japan, experts are even exploring the idea of giving astronauts some serious superpowers by introducing tardigrade genes into their DNA. These tiny critters are basically indestructible, after all. Here's a rewritten version of the text with an energetic and simple tone: meet the tardigrade, the ultimate space superheroes. These tiny creatures are basically unkillable and can withstand crazy amounts of radiation. Scientists have discovered that they owe their incredible toughness to a special protein called SUP, which shields their DNA from damage. It's like having a built-in force field against dehydration, ionizing radiation, or even extreme temperatures. The best part, this magic protein works by minimizing breaks in the DNA, keeping it safe and sound. Now imagine if we could give astronauts similar powers. It's not as far-fetched as you think, with researchers already exploring ways to introduce tardigrade genes into human cells. Let's dive into some mind-blowing space facts. Scientists tried introducing the tardigrade's SUP protein to human cells and boom, X-ray resistance increased by 40%. But here's the thing, our bodies are already total rock stars when it comes to adapting to extreme conditions. Take astronaut Scott Kelly, who spent an entire year in space. His body went through some crazy changes. His vision almost disappeared, bones weakened, muscles shrunk, and his heart got a serious workout from all the extra blood pumping through it. But guess what? With some telepathy from doctors, Scott was back to normal within just a few months. This shows us that humans can handle way more than we think when it comes to space travel. And who knows, maybe one day, we'll be able to tap into those tardigrade powers too. Now it's your turn. Space enthusiasts, we want to hear from you. Do you think we'll make it to Mars and beyond, or will our bodies keep us grounded? Will robots be leading the charge in intergalactic exploration, or can humans still hold their own in the cosmos? Share your thoughts, theories, and predictions with us in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going that's out of this world. That's it for today, space fans. If this video sparked your curiosity and you're eager for more mind-blowing facts, hit that thumbs up button to show us some love. Click the little bell icon to turn on notifications. We'll be uploading fresh content just for you.